welcome to this daily hypnosis session to overcome the fear of commitment. Today, we're going to talk about something that a lot of people grapple with, the fear of commitment. This is not exclusive to relationships, but can also manifest in career choices, friendships, and even day-to-day decisions. Committing to something is essentially deciding to entwine your future with an uncertain outcome, and that can be scary. It is the fear of this uncertainty and the responsibility it entails that holds people back from fully embracing opportunities, relationships, and decisions. Before we proceed, it's important to note that hypnosis should be conducted in a safe environment. Do not listen to this session while driving or operating heavy machinery. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider for diagnosis and treatment of any medical conditions or concerns. And now, as you sit or lie down, finding comfort in your position, you might begin to notice your breath. You know, sometimes we breathe without even thinking. Much like you can find comfort in this moment without having to try too hard. As you inhale and exhale, consider the possibility that each breath you take is your invitation to relaxation. And isn't it interesting how effortlessly your muscles start to relax? You don't have to believe me, yet you can allow your mind to wander, perhaps even ponder what it feels like to float on a cloud or to sway with the ocean waves. It's not that you are going deeper, but more like you are letting go and surrendering to this moment. In doing so, you're giving yourself permission to drift deeper. And while your eyes may be closed, they could open at any moment, but they choose to remain closed, respecting this time you've set aside for yourself. And you may already feel so at ease that you can allow this experience to unfold naturally. Imagine now, if you will, walking into a forest, but not just any forest. This is a forest of possibilities. You may notice the way the sunlight dances on the leaves, the intricate patterns it makes. It's as if the whole world is inviting you to go deeper, both into the forest and into yourself. And as you do, you might start to hear the sounds of nature harmonizing with your own inner rhythm. What would it be like to give yourself this gift of harmony, to match your own pace with the natural flow of life? And isn't it fascinating how trees stand tall for years, committed to being part of the forest? They don't rush, they don't hesitate, they just are. Feel the ground beneath you solid, steady, much like you could feel more grounded in your own convictions. The further you go, the deeper into the forest, the deeper into relaxation you sink. Yet there's no obligation to move or think. You just simply are here, and that's more than enough. With each step, your subconscious mind opens like a book with pages yet to be written, stories yet to be told. The deeper you venture into this forest, the more you realize how wonderful it feels to simply be, to experience this moment fully and deeply. Each step is a descent into greater relaxation, into more profound insights. And now here you are in this deeply relaxed state, a place where you can explore your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Often, people wonder what holds them back from commitment. You might find it interesting to consider the notion that fear is often dressed as a protector, a well-meaning guardian standing at the gates of your future. And yet sometimes this guardian becomes just a little too vigilant, doesn't it? Have you ever noticed how fear makes you feel smaller, almost as if it's pulling you back? It can certainly act like gravity, can't it? It pulls you down, but also keeps you anchored. Imagine just for a moment that this anchor is dissolving, becoming one with the water as you allow yourself to float freely on the ocean of possibilities. You've likely committed to things before, even small things, and I wonder what it was that made it feel natural then. Did you sense the benefit clearly? Did you resonate with the outcome? When people feel aligned with their decision, commitment comes as naturally as breathing, as effortless as the flow of a river, because the idea of not doing it feels more like resisting the tide. Now, take this opportunity to mentally list 3 aspects of your life where you have already succeeded in committing. It can be anything: a hobby, a friendship, even a small routine. Once you have those 3, think about the joy and fulfillment it has brought you. You have the capability, you have the experience, and you've reaped the rewards of committing in those areas. Keep those in mind as you confront the fear of commitment in other aspects of your life. And isn't it peculiar how the brain sometimes perceives commitment as a burden when it can actually be a doorway? Imagine standing in front of a door behind which lies everything you desire. All you need to do is take the key from your pocket where it's always been and unlock this door. And as you do, you may find the doorway widening, giving you ample space to step through, to commit to stepping through. It's not that you're shedding the fear of commitment, but rather transforming it. What if that same fear became your cheerleader, reminding you of your worth, your capabilities? Imagine your fear telling you, "You've got this," instead of saying, "What if you fail?" With your permission, the transformation happens almost magically, like a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. It's always been in its nature to fly. It just needed time to realize it. And I don't know exactly how quickly you'll notice these changes taking root in your life, or just how quickly you'll begin to feel lighter, happy about the idea of committing to what truly resonates with you. Yet I do know that the very act of contemplating these changes here, now, plants a seed watered by your own subconscious. And like any well-tended garden, with time it will grow and flourish. And how wonderful it is that you've given yourself this time to transform, to reframe your perspective. You can look forward to future commitments, not with trepidation, but with excitement, not as a burden, but as a liberation. You might even surprise yourself one day, waking up and realizing that the fear has not just diminished, but has become an empowering force. And as you start to become aware of the here and now, I wonder if you can think about the times in the future when you'll look back on today. Maybe you'll think of it as a pivotal moment, or perhaps as just one in a series of steps that helped you become more free, more open to the possibilities life offers you. And when you're ready, you can take all the time you need to return to full awareness, feeling refreshed and invigorated. Maybe you'll be curious about how quickly time has passed, or perhaps you'll be more aware of how you feel, lighter and more at ease with the idea of commitment. And isn't it amazing how a moment spent in reflection can become a cornerstone for future decisions? You're coming back now filled with insights, new perspectives and feelings of well-being, ready to tackle the challenges and joys that life has in store. And as you move forward, you'll find that the thoughts and feelings around commitment become easier, almost as if a weight has been lifted. You might even smile at the notion that what once seemed daunting now feels empowering. Your subconscious will continue to work on this, refining and fine-tuning your perspectives, turning your fear into an ally, a guiding force. Thank you for giving yourself this gift of time and exploration today. You've taken an important step on your journey to greater self-awareness and freedom. And so until next time, goodbye and good mental health.